Good morning, it's Reverend Peter Abraham again speaking. I want to talk to you today about vocations to the old Catholic Apostolic Church. Now, the OCAC is quite a wide, varied church. We welcome people from all walks of life into our ordained ministry and our holy orders. We've become a safe place for those who feel, for whatever reason, have been rejected or don't feel able to continue with their own religious and spiritual formation with other mainstream denominations. So they come to a smaller denomination like ourselves to explore their calling and to test out their vocation. What we do here in OCAC is welcome those people with open arms. No real questions asked. Obviously, there are certain criteria one has to make, one of them being Christian. Not necessarily Catholic, but as long as they hold a Christian viewpoint on scripture and theology, and as long as they can demonstrate that they are of a Christian nature, then we will accept them into our church. The OCAC has a holy priesthood. It also has religious societies for both men and women to become monks, nuns, friars, and so on and so forth. So the choices are quite varied. We have an order of Franciscan Friars, headed by Father Lawrence. He's the abbot of our Franciscan Priory. We also have a Franciscan sisterhood as well. And also we have the priesthood, which is what most people think of when considering a vocation to religious life. We have our own internal seminary called St. Catherine's. The training and the education is done via distance learning, so we don't have an actual seminary like a physical building. Everything is done with distance learning and correspondence courses. It's all done in a student's own time as well, so nothing is ever rushed or forced through. Unlike other mainstream denominations, OCAC and other Reformed and Liberal Catholic churches and all Catholic churches do not require ordinands to have a formal theological or philosophical degree. Jesus never had any of those qualifications, neither did the disciples. They did have education though, and they did have training in discipleship to a certain degree, which the OCAC provides for all of its up-and-coming clergy. So you will be trained to a high standard before ordination into any form of ministry. We also operate what we call the minor orders, so each candidate has to go through the minor orders before progressing onto the major orders of the diaconate, or the full diaconate as opposed to the subdiaconate, and to, of course, the priesthood. The whole process takes as long as a student wants it to take, really. The traditional way of doing these things, in the traditional sense of the word, if you was training at a Roman Catholic or an Anglican seminary, is between 4 to 7 years, depending on your age and experience. But with OCAC, it can be a lot less than that. It can be even longer. It's an individual experience. If you do want to know more about our holy orders, then please do get in touch with us. You can find us at www.liberalcatholics.org.uk, or you can message us on either Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter and our YouTube channel as well. But for now, if you are considering a vocation to the priesthood or the religious life, then my advice would be to pray and to discern that calling. And then when you feel ready, please get in touch with us. Many thanks and God bless. Bye-bye.